King Charles III's holiday vacation isn't the best look amid UK unrest. While King Charles III enjoys his annual summer holiday at Balmoral Castle in Scotland, the rest of the UK is dealing with riots stemming from the knife attack at a Taylor Swift-themed dance party on July 29. The juxtaposition between the royal family member relaxing behind palace walls and the rising incidents of violence is unsettling to many of his usually loyal fans. The riots have surged as misinformation spread online that the attacker was a Muslim immigrant, which has led to a rise in racism and anti-immigrant sentiments. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. King Charles and Queen Camilla issued an initial statement on July 29, sending their heartfelt condolences, prayers, and deepest sympathies to the families and loved ones of those who have so tragically lost their lives. While claiming to be shocked by the news, Charles has done little else since, and the criticism is growing louder. Kate Williams, a professor of public engagement with history at the University of Reading, told the Times Radio that King Charles needs to step up at this crucial moment. This would be a moment for the King to talk about multiculturalism, the Commonwealth, people coming together, and I think that if I were advising him I would suggest making that statement sooner, rather than later, she suggested. Williams was conscientious of his cancer battle and even said a written statement was better than dead silence from the monarchy. I do think that something should be said on behalf of the royal family, expressing sympathy with those who have lost their livelihoods, those who are living in fear, she added. Do we need to get to the point where we've got people dying? Because I think that people do look to the monarchy and they do want to know what the monarchy thinks. Williams isn't the only public figure asking Charles to stop being so oblivious to the crisis times. Former BBC correspondent Peter Hunt took to his X account to share his dismay at how Charles was handling the volatile situation. We have a silent head of state. The palace spin talks of bridge building in private, he wrote. Charles is meant to be a unifying figure who champions religious tolerance and mutual respect. Yet he's said nothing about racism and rioting. It's an untenable position. If not now, when? The anti-monarchy sentiment has been rising since the death of Queen Elizabeth II, and British taxpayers want to see the royal family pull their weight when it comes to work. A long summer vacation during heated times doesn't help the situation, and despite Charles receiving daily updates on the evolving situation, for the Times, it doesn't look like he's doing much to step up and lead as a monarch. The monarch has been greatly encouraged by the compassion and resilience of the many amid violent unrest, his spokesman said. King Charles is receiving daily updates on the violent riots across the UK, with the palace emphasising the monarch's hope that mutual respect and understanding will restore unity and strengthen the nation. The King, 75, is in Scotland for the royal family's traditional late summer retreat, and it's understood that he has made private calls about the issue. The unrest erupted after 3 children were killed in a knife attack at a Taylor Swift-themed dance and yoga class in Southport, England, on July 29. Misinformation on social media about the identity of the attacker and anti-immigration rhetoric pushed by far-right activists have fueled the unrest. Charles has faced criticism for his delayed response to the rioting and racism. A spokesperson for Buckingham Palace said on August 9, in addition to the private calls His Majesty has been making throughout the week concerning recent events and in particular the impact they have had on affected communities, this evening the King held a phone audience with the Prime Minister, and additionally had a joint call with the chair of the National Police Chiefs Council, Chief Constable Gavin Stevens, and UK Gold Commander Ben Harrington, Chief Constable of Essex. In these calls, His Majesty was updated on the current situation and expressed his heartfelt thanks to the police and emergency services for all they are doing to restore peace in those areas that have been affected by violent disorder, the statement continued.